Evening. Welcome to another edition of the Blue Table Talk. Hey man, let's go, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. So much to talk about. Olympics is over. We got 84 days before the election. It's school is in full swing. Summer is wrapping up. We got so much to talk about. My crew is coming on. What's up, Russell? Coach India won't be with us tonight. She just texted me a few minutes ago and said she won't be here tonight. Hope everybody's doing all right, man. I just munched on some red beans and rice that my baby made. Good, good, good. What's up, Kiwa? What's up, Miss Vanessa? Miss Vanessa, Miss Vanessa. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing all right. What we going to talk about tonight? Hey, Gladys. Hey, Stephanie Lee. What we going to talk about tonight? Our VP Kamala Harris, she's more than qualified. And people say, oh, she ain't qualified. Hey, me now, she ain't qualified. She ain't qualified. What else does she need? If she's not qualified, what else does she need? If she's not qualified, what else does she need? Good evening, everybody. Hey, Gigi. Hey, Miss K Butler, how you doing? Y'all come on in here, share this live with your friends and family. This is our 2-year anniversary tonight. We have been broadcasting on TikTok. This is the 104th episode, translated the second year. We have been on together 2 years. Sneaky started off with me, and then we're here. We're here. Sneaky and I have been together 2 years now. What's up, Sneak?
What's going on, Doc? Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me? Thank you for the gift. Can you hear me, Doc?
Yes, I can. 2 years, man. 2 years.
Hey, 2 years, man. 2 years, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. How you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm at the top of the world.
Man, we on top of the world, aren't we, man? It's great to be alive, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, give us an update on you. How's your mental, my friend?
Oh, I'm sitting in about a 9.5. Everything's good. I can't complain. I can't complain. Um, Job's good. Family's good. My daughter from Virginia's in, so I got three of my four girls here in the house with me. Short round's good. Yeah, everything's all right.
That is good. Mo better, mo better, mo better. How you doing, Coach Mo to be? How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. Oh, wait. Okay, got it.
Oh, it's the nail for me.
Oh,
It's the nail for me.
it's the nails. Look at you. Okay.
Those look like they might hurt.
Oh, we got it.
We got it. So I got my Bluetooth off. My Bluetooth off. My Wi-Fi is off.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
good.
good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really, really good. Hitting on all 12 cylinders. Job is good. Health is good. I'm on my Nara Smith journey. So I made a zucchini lemon blueberry bread this weekend. It came out so well. I'm so excited for myself. So
Wow.
yeah, I know. Like who'd have thought it? I'm learning how not to fry and smother shit all the time. It's
Well, all right then. All right, zucchini. All right, zucchini. All right, zucchini. That is good. Coach Angel, how are you? And how's your mental, Coach Angel? And is the storm over for you and Sneaky?
Oh my goodness. The storm is over, but we still getting rain. It rained. It was thundering and lightning. What, Sunday morning? Sneaky.
Yeah. But we didn't get hit as hard as we were anticipating. Okay, because the storm was supposed to come in through. Uh, it's normally normal here for us in this part of North Carolina. The storm comes in and kicks Florida's ass, right? And then it kind
Ooh.
of smacks around Georgia, and then South Carolina, if it stays inland, kind of slows it down before it gets to us. What happened this time is it hit South Carolina, slid out to sea, picked up more energy,
Yeah.
and then came back in from the coast. But we're far enough from we're in a perfect spot. We're far enough from the coast so it loses energy. And if it comes from the other direction, we have the mountains to protect us. So we're in the perfect, you might get us, but most of the time it's like peekaboo.
Right. So
Well, that is
I will
good.
tell you around Fayetteville we had down trees, we had
Okay.
rivers that crested that flooded over. I in my neighborhood, everything is fine. The worst thing I had to do was over the course of 2 days, I had to let out about 8 inches of water out of my pool, but just so that it didn't overflow and chemicals kill my grass and all that kind of stuff. But there's a church that's just up the street. Its entire yard and its entire parking lot looks like a lake. I drive by it to take my son to work sometimes, and bless their sweet little hearts, it had like 8 ducks swimming in it, not standing, swimming in it.
Yeah.
And a van in the parking lot that had water up to the wheel well. So I think there's certain areas, and they had some trees down and that sort of thing. But here in my area, we were perfectly fine.
That's that church across from the school. I know exactly where you're at.
Hey, y'all, they about 10 minutes from each other. They're about 10 minutes from each other.
Real quick, we're just starting off. We got 90 people in the room. I don't know why we're only at 566 likes. We should easily be at 3K. Listen, go ahead and get to work.
Hey, Kilpatrick.
Like I said, we're just starting, so I'm not going to threaten to cut these comments off because I really do want y'all to, have some conversation. But please tap, like the live. Go ahead and get us on the FYP. Show us the full TikTok that y'all want to have a good conversation. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, everyone.
And also, quick shout out to FEMA for my direct deposit this week. I appreciate it.
Good job.
Coach Angel, Coach Motorby, and Sneaky for that matter, being who we are, how offended do you get when people say that our presidential candidate, Vice President Kamala Harris, isn't qualified? And we'll start with Coach Angel.
Man, it honestly, it ruffles my feathers. It does not surprise me, right? Because any attack will do. Anything that they can make up to say, that's what they're going to do. They're going to sling the mud that they think is there. How they can logically say that about this woman is beyond me. It is beyond me. Like, she has been in public service for decades.
Right.
She has been a vice president, right? The right hand to the president, knows all the intimate details. How is she not qualified? She's probably one of the most qualified candidates we've had in a very long time. So it irritates me, but I try not to let it get too under my craw, because I just think of people who actually believe that she's not qualified aren't quite right in the head. Just my opinion.
It's mind blowing. What do you say, Mo?
Black woman not qualified? Yeah, that's just Tuesday. You wanted me to make something extraordinary out of that? Yeah, that's every day of my life.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, actually today of my life.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, over 20 years experience in management, 15 years in my industry. I have been a VP, I have been a director, but where do I sit today? As a senior manager, and probably been least demanded and been least included and been least asked for my expertise goal of my entire career. But you know what it also is? The highest paid. So, hey, listen, if you don't think I'm qualified, but you gonna qualify my bank account, I'm gonna command it. So, but I will tell you though, this is everything that's been said of her, part and parcel of every single one of the attempts is every single thing I have heard at some point in my career, even today. It absolutely does not surprise me. It absolutely does not come out of left field. Unfortunately, this is my muscle memory as a light-skinned Black woman.
I hear you loud and clear. Sneaky, what do you feel when you hear that? And then we got a special guest tonight, Miss Jane McMillan. She's on a mission. Men are not the enemy, so she's gonna love on us tonight. She didn't work overtime tonight to be with us tonight. So Sneaky, when you hear people say, "Well, she's not qualified. She was just given that position. She's a DEI hire." What do you say, Snake?
Well, first of all, how I feel about it is I don't care, because anyone that's saying that, they either know and they're saying it on purpose, or they're misinformed because they heard somebody that does know and say that shit on purpose. Okay.
Right.
Now, what do I say about it? Whatever they say, I'll be like, prove it. Prove it. If you, other than hearing somebody else say it on whatever Fox, OAN, blah, 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 what are you basing that opinion on? because then I'm going to give them what I'm basing my opinion on. Okay, how can you not be qualified for a job that you've been the 2IC second in charge for the last 4 years, watching the man doing the job? Okay, watching the man doing the job. When Michelle Obama was there was still shit that freaking Barack couldn't tell her because she didn't have a top secret clearance, not presidential level. Okay, same thing with Hillary. Right, even when she was Secretary of State, she was not at the level of the secrets and the things that the President of the United States has. Okay,
Right.
but the VP does, because they got to be prepared just in case something happens to the main guy. Kamala Harris for the last 3.5 years has been privy to almost all of the information that President Joe Biden has. She's already in a position where if something happens to the man, she slides in. You can't tell me she wasn't ready to do that on day one of his administration and not be ready to do it now, day one of hers. Fuck out of here.
Also, actually, but here's
Mo.
my ender to that. We're like, oh, she's not qualified. Pull up the job description.
Thank you.
Pull up the job description and let's go point for point.
I like it.
Look, that comment says she's done nothing. Let me say this real quick.
Come on, Sneak.
The worst person of any team on any Olympic team that happened is better than what I can do. Because the worst person of the world's best is better at what I'm going to be able to do in that position. So we got a comment person talking about she's done nothing. What you done? Bye with that. Like I always say, be gone with that shit.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, I see you on your mod time. I see we got a few fools peeling around. But yeah.
Let me get Jane back in here. Jane is on a mission. Jane has physically been out in the streets. She has been campaigning for us men folk. Men are not the enemy. Come on, Jane. Y'all, Sneak, give it up for Miss Jane McMillan.
Miss Jane McMillan, come on in here. You are welcome.
Let me get this camera. I don't know what TikTok got going on. 1 second here. Anyway, I don't want to hold y'all up. I'm going to go back on mute and try to fix this thing.
Okay, well, how you doing? Introduce yourself to everybody real quick.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's see. It keeps okay. I don't know if y'all can. Okay. So good evening, everybody. My name is Jane McMillan. I'm the founder of Men Are Not the Enemy. Oh my gosh, it's doing it again. It keeps saying TikTok isn't responding.
We got you though.
We see you.
We see you. We hear
you.
I know, but it keeps popping. This is the second time it keeps saying TikTok not responding, and it says wait or close.
Come back in. Go back
it says
out and
wait
come
or close the app. Okay.
Weird.
But okay, let's swerve a little bit. Did y'all see the live or the TikTok where this young man said him and his wife have spent, or fiance, they've spent almost $200,000, and they have asked their guests for $450 to be in or at the wedding. What say ye? And he messed me up when he said we spent almost $200,000. I was done.
I didn't see the TikTok.
Okay, listen.
Come on, Mo.
Let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
You invite me to your shit. Number one, you better have an open bar.
Okay.
And you better have spent some money, because I'm fitting to wear your budget out on that open bar. Number two.
And she's picky about her drinks, by the way.
Listen, number two. We have to do this. Number two, go ahead and register you somewhere. Okay, and I will get you something nice off of that. If you don't register somewhere, everybody gets the same shit. You get a steam mop, because I know half of you motherfuckers are nasty, and I want to make sure that you clean your house right. So I'm gonna get you a steam mop. Now, charging people for your wedding, that's really gonna show you who really like you. And unfortunately, you're gonna find out that if people really don't mess with you, because I had a friend of mine from high school. And this, don't judge me. So I didn't want to go because I really ain't fuck with her like that. But she was my bully and
Right.
boss, and I purposely wanted to go to be able to like tear apart every single fucking detail, whatever. Okay, but the point is, the reception was a price fixed menu at a restaurant. Like you had to pay for that shit, and you couldn't like custom order. I was like,
You
oh,
be
but and so you got the damn steam up, and then they divorced in less than 2 years. I was like, can I ask for my mom to or like a gift card to where I bought it? Oh,
They say go on. And I heard one of the commenters said, "Listen, if I'm paying $450 to be at your wedding, I'm coming to the honeymoon as well."
Right?
I knew somebody was gonna go. I knew somebody was gonna go.
Hey, I'm coming on the honeymoon. We just might as well make this a week activity. I'm coming to the. I'm coming
It's
to the.
a destination wedding.
Hey, Sneak, you just shaking your head, Sneaky. What's up with these folks, Sneak?
Man, I'll see him when they get back. Shit. I ain't going. Do you know how much I'd have to like you to pay $450 to do anything with you? You know how much I like. We plan on doing a cruise. I hope we're still doing this cruise. And I like
Yes,
y'all. I
we
love
are.
y'all. I absolutely go on a cruise with y'all. Absolutely, I'll spend that money, be worthwhile, and I can take my wife, my girls, whatever. But so that you can get married and knowing what the divorce rate is in 2024, that's not a good investment. You know what I'm
There
saying?
was another comment, y'all. They were like, "If y'all get divorced, do we get a refund?"
That's,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. If I spend money to go on a cruise with y'all, even if we get mad, I can just not see y'all on the boat and still have fun. You know what I'm saying?
And
But
listen,
y'all get married. I pay $450 to see that shit. Open bar. I'm with you, Mo. Cake better be good. All that shit. But if y'all get a divorce,
nah, but
well,
listen,
come on, man.
let's keep it a beam. This level of lack of proof lets you know that one of these songs is probably cheating anyway, and this shit is going to be all the way fucked up. Plus, this level of irresponsibility, such that yeah, this ain't miss me.
And that's it. That level of irresponsibility, it's not gonna last. Y'all can't even manage the beginning. I don't even
And
think y'all
hello,
gonna make it to an end.
and he gonna haul off and say, "Well, y'all spend money to go see Chris Brown and Beyonce. Come on, what's up with that?" I'm like, I made a comment and said, "Well, first of all, if I'm not mistaken,
Damn, puppet.
if I'm
It's
not
Chris
mistaken,
Brown and Beyonce. Come
I
on
said you
now.
not Chris Brown and your fiance not Beyonce."
Look,
Look,
I be like,
I'm not spending $450 to see Chris Brown or Beyonce, let alone your fucking wedding. Come on, man.
if I got the
I have to wait for it to come out on HBO Max or something. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's a Tubi
then you
movie.
don't
That's
have to
Tubi. It's coming out on Tubi.
change
Okay,
Yeah.
here she is, y'all. Come on, Jane is on the hot seat. Sneaky, give us some more
Welcome
love.
back. Welcome back. Here she is. All right.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Hopefully TikTok lets me do this. Thank y'all so much for having me. I'm just being a fly on the wall until I figure out what exactly y'all conversation is about.
Well, tonight we're talking about qualifications, and I guess it's a great segue into really what you're doing and what your motivation is. Kind of you're a special guest tonight, so we're talking about your movement, your upcoming event in Atlanta, and why do you do what you do? You out in the street with posters, you're at restaurants talking to people, you looking for love. Why? What's your motivation behind men are not the enemy? And Sneaking, I love you. Mo and Coach Angel love you because men are not the enemy. We stand with you, Jane.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sims. The reason why I do what I do is because what y'all? What? Because I
I'm just looking at Mo. No, I'm looking at Mo. It's okay.
The reason why I do what I do is because literally somebody's got to do it. Like somebody has to do it. The beautiful thing about me is no matter how much of bad experiences I have out here dating, because I am going through the same bullshit that all the other
What?
women are going through. I'm going through
What?
the
What?
same
What
BS.
are you? What could you possibly be going through? You're young, attractive, you cute. You got a great appetite. You eat wings. You eat lemon pepper wings. What could you be going through that all the other women are going through?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you just what happened the other day. Short version
No,
of it.
take your time. You got 2 coaches. You got 3 coaches in
Well,
here and a well-married man, so we can talk to
okay.
you.
All right.
Two married men.
Respectfully, I don't want to make it about me. But long story short, I'm on dating apps very heavily. So I matched with a guy the other day, and I was out, and he texted me asking me if I want to go to get wine. So I'm like, before I answer yes or no, I said, well, let me ask this question first, because I don't know if he's talking about at his house or outside at a place. So
Come on.
I said, well, let me just verify something first. Are you referencing me coming to your house? And here he goes. Why, baby girl, I'm not that type of man. I know it's rough out here, but you need to Google me. And I'm a wrestler, and I'm a this, and I'm a that, and da-da-da-da. And I said back, I respectfully, I don't care who you are. I'm trying to get to know you. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care I don't care about how big your penis is. I don't care about that. I'm trying to get to know you. So then, no, listen, it ain't even over. Sit up. It ain't even over. So then, y'all, he finally said, because he never answered the question as far as if he wanted me to meet him at a place or not, but I guess he was imposing that it was going to be out somewhere. So he texted me saying, how far am I from Griffin, Georgia? I looked it up online. It's 56 minutes.
Come on.
Y'all know this brother expected me to drive 56 minutes.
Yeah, I know exactly where you are. I know exactly what you're talking about, because I love Atlanta.
56 damn minutes. You know what I could do in 56 damn minutes?
A whole lot. I could play a game of Madden.
So then, look, doctor, then, cause like, look,
I love the Spider-Man. The buttons.
You can play the game and go take the game back for a refund and come back, and that still ain't 56 minutes. But anyway,
so Jane, what are the women saying about your movement?
they don't like me. But I'm gonna be honest. They rubbing off on me a little bit. They are. They really are rubbing off on me a little bit. They're
Wait a
rubbing off
minute.
on
What
me
you
a
say
little
they
bit.
rubbing off on you? What do you mean?
Rubbing. As in, so one girl told me that one girl came on and said men are not created to be with one woman. That's a common thing that people say. Men are not created to be with one woman. Says you just need to be in a poly relationship. So they just don't. I'm getting more women followers because I'm switching up how I approach it just a little bit. But overall, they don't like me. They call me pick me. I was just on somebody's live the other day, and I thought it was going to be somebody that welcomes me. And as soon as I started talking, all her commenters, pick me, here we go. She's delusional. She's a red pill. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay, let me just get down. But I mean, in a nutshell, in closing, you asked me why I do it. It's literally because somebody got to do it. And it doesn't matter all of my personal experiences with dating. I will never use my personal experience to try to convince a plethora of people that all people are a certain way just because of my experiences. And the bottom line is, I always say, if you have not met every man on this planet, it makes you look deliberately ignorant to conclude that all men are the same or all men are dogs, because you have not met every man. And there are good men out there. You just got to keep dating, and you got to keep dating, and you got to keep dating, and you got to keep fucking dating, and you got to give your number out. If you ain't giving your number out, how you going to get a man if you walking down, you walking with your head down and you ain't looking up, baby? That's why you got to open your eyes. The Lord says, let those who have eyes see, okay? And I'm closing it.
Well, okay, you got a wealth of life experience and so much in this room. Ask this panel a question. What's been on your heart, lady? Throw some questions at us. Oh, we ready. We loaded tonight.
One of the things that I don't understand.
Come on.
So a lot of men tell me through one-on-one personal discussions that men don't really think about love per se. They don't think about I want love. They don't wake up in the morning and say I want to be loved. They more so wake up and say they want respect and loyalty, right? So I feel like, okay, first of all, let me ask the men and the ladies, but specifically the men. What do y'all value? Because you guys are older and wiser. What do y'all value more? Like off the top of your head, do y'all value love or do y'all value respect or loyalty?
Oh, Sneaky, I'll let you field that first question.
I value. Mm,
We've talked about this,
yeah.
Jane.
Okay. In my relationship, okay, I don't talk about others. I talk about me. In my relationship, what I value in my wife, Kim, is the fact that no matter what happens, she's always had my back. Let me give you my backstory here. I'm military. I've been gone a lot. 23 years retired. Combat veteran 4 times over. When I leave to go to wherever, sometimes I can tell her where I went and sometimes I couldn't. And I can come back in a week, 6 months, or a year. Okay, I was that kind of guy. All right. When I came back, everything was in place. Bills were paid off that I hadn't paid off. When I left, things were in order. When I came back, things were in better order. Okay, I'm lucky. I value the relationship and the respect, but that's because she loves me and I love her. All right. We got married at 19. I'm 57. I still got my training wife. I haven't had to trade her in. You with me? Now I consider that an anomaly. That doesn't happen a lot from the people that I've met along the way. Now, these are military people. We are arrogant. We are assholes. We make mistakes. We do shit that shouldn't be done. I'm no different. Okay, I've made mistakes. It's a blessing that my wife is still my wife.
Amen.
Okay, but the ultimate thing that I was looking for was a girlfriend when I was 16, 17 years old, and then I fell in love with that girl. And ever since then, I've been busting my ass to take care of her and all of mine. Okay, that's it. Mistakes or no mistakes, I've devoted my life. I went to war to save my family and y'all. Okay, and that's what I respect. The love is there always, but there's also the respect and the maintenance of the relationship. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, and Jane, I've heard many lives that you've done, and I've been in your chats, and one of the things that also comes up that you have touched on, and what I love about my new bride, we got 2 years this December, and what I was deficient in my previous marriage was appreciation, and she appreciates me, which is a piece of respect and love and all that. What I want this go round, the merry-go-round, I wanted appreciation. And every day we tell each other how much we appreciate each other. She respects me. She loves me. She caters to me, and I catered her. She just made red beans and rice for dinner tonight. You know what I'm saying? And so appreciation is kind of like in our top five. We got a top five, and one of those top five is appreciation. So Mo, Coach Angel, what have y'all seen when you're dealing with men? What resonates with men, Angel and Mo?
Well, I go first on this one. I think it depends on their journey, right? I think it depends on their hurt cycle, who they've gone through, how many times they've had their heart broken, what they've experienced. I think ultimately what they need is really dependent on that. So if you've had a wife who disrespected you, who didn't appreciate you, who didn't, who talked bad about you in your new relationship, what you want is somebody who's going to respect and appreciate you, right? So I think there's a lot of it that it can depend on that. Me personally, as a woman, single woman who's dating men, I go under the assumption until I get to know you that there is a respect and loyalty and appreciation. Typically my top three that I assume until I get to know you. And then you tell me what it is you
That's
need.
good. That is good. That is good. Mo, you want to chime in, Mo?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
If I may, I want to jump in again.
Come
Well,
on.
you said the respect and the appreciation. I want to say two things. The respect appreciation thing. I've heard my wife talking to her friends or associates, and she has said, "You know what? After I pay these bills and everything's done, I thank God and my husband." She'll say that. I thank God and my husband for everything being taken care of, blah blah blah, in that order. Um, the other thing was, on top of respect and appreciation, I will say. Um, my wife has a stick to itiveness. I don't even know if that's a freaking word or not. And I've said this to you, Dr. Sims, before.
Yeah.
Everything wrong in my marriage, I've caused. Everything, everything really bad in my marriage, I caused. All right, not a lot of people say that, but the truth is. Um, she's been with me through all of that. She's still with me to this day. She's downstairs, and hell, she might be mad at me right now. But you know, we've been together. Our next anniversary, December 28th, will be our 38th anniversary. Okay,
Wow.
I love her to
Wow.
death. Um, that's why I go to work. That's why I come home. That's why I work. It's still not perfect in 38 years.
Yeah.
Okay, if it was sunshine and rainbows every day, I wouldn't need the blue table talk. I wouldn't need your advice.
Hello,
um,
hello, somebody. Hello, but
yeah, so
congratulations.
nothing's perfect.
That's
You're gonna have to. You got to work at it, and I still got a lot of work to do.
yeah, yeah. Jane, what you say you were really hot and heavy in the dating sites? Do you suggest people use dating sites, or what benefit are you saying using dating sites?
So I like dating apps because it's an avenue. It's just another avenue for me to find what I need or what I want. Because first and foremost, I need a man. I don't want nobody to discredit that sentence. I want y'all to listen and receive it and just be quiet. If you don't agree, just you don't agree. But I know that God, Jehovah God that I know, serve, he created us of man. So it is perfectly natural for a woman to crave a man. Let me just first set the foundation and the tone, because it is okay for you to admit as a woman that you need a man, because that is a yearning that you naturally have. Nobody teaches us that. It's natural.
Right.
So
Hey,
I stand firm 10 toes down saying that I need a man, first of all. Secondly, dating sites is just, to me, it's the same as dating in person. I know a lot of people like, girl, how you get on those things? I'm like, it's the same thing when I go in person. I am very open on the dating app. I'm very open in person. You saw me interact when I go. I take live with me when I go out. Matter of fact, I was live today, and oh my God, y'all should have saw the guy at this guy at the bar. But this is how I am in real life. I'm very approachable. I'm very personable.
Right.
So dating apps for me is literally just another way for me to possibly find him. What I do want to ask, and again, I don't want to take over the live, but I got two
No,
things
you
I would
fine.
like to ask them.
You made time to be here.
I
You're
did.
our
I
guest
did.
tonight. You're our guest tonight. So
Okay.
ask all the questions you want.
Okay. So I want to give the rundown. First of all, yes, my event, my first event ever is a meet and greet. I was gonna host an event last year, and Dr. Sam was gonna be a guest, but I canceled that event. So now this is my first event ever. It's a meet and greet right here in Atlanta. It's September the 28th. The tickets are only $55. It comes with 2 complimentary alcoholic beverages. If you don't drink, we have non-alcoholic beverages, and it comes with an appetizer. And then I'm doing a live podcast recording where it's going to be themed Gems for Gents, where I'm giving men the opportunity to probe from a healthy-minded woman that doesn't see you for a woman, right? So
Right.
with that being said, I just want, since there's 117 people out here in here, I don't know what guys, how many men there are. The number one thing I need you to know when you're out here dating for or courting for a specific woman or looking for a specific type of wife is that you follow the $50 rule. You guys are getting this done. You guys are getting this for free, because after soon is y'all gonna have to pay $59.99. Okay, but anyway. You do the $50 rule. The $50 rule is dates 1, 2, and 3. What made me come up with this idea is because men kept saying, where's all the women like you? Women only want me for your money. Oh, okay, bet. Let me do more street analysis. I call it street work. Well, I'm actually out collecting data. Everywhere I go, I'm collecting data. So I discovered that when I go on dates, the male never pays more than $50 for the dates that I go on. Why? Because I'm intentionally going on dates that I would naturally go to. So if he asks me where I want to go, we're going to the park because I love to go outside. Take me by the water. Let's get a blanket. Let's sit down. Let's get some sweet teas or some frozen drinks or whatever. Let's kick it, right? Panera Bread, number one place that I love to eat. Obsessed with Panera Bread. So
You like Panera Bread?
I
listen,
like their salads.
listen. When I get rich, I'm having a Panera Bread in my home. That's how much I love Panera Bread. Seriously. So okay.
The $50
So real
rule.
quick,
Okay.
right. So real quick, it's very simple. If you don't want women to want you for your money, you stop leading with your money. $50 will take a long way, fellas. You divide that into half. $25 for you, $25 for her. You can go to Subway, get a $5. Well, they used to be $5, but you can get a foot long, and you can call it a day, right? That's gonna
Buy
cost
one
you.
get one free on Sundays.
I did not know that. Let me write that
Sunday,
down.
buy one get one free on Sunday.
Every Sunday.
Yep.
Shoot, you ain't said nothing but a thing. Well, the price just went down, okay? The price just went down. So that $50 can go down a little bit, okay? But anyway,
I love you, girl. I love you.
look, I'm about to call you girl. I'm sorry, doctor. But so anyway, in a nutshell, fellas, I want to conclude that it's not hard to find the woman that you're looking for. You just have to use your brain, use your mind. Keep your wallet inside your pants along with your pee. And then you will discover whether or not that woman likes you or not. What I will say though, fellas, this is what I'm figuring out. I have the last 3 guys. What they used to call it, the wee wee. Keep your wee wee where it be. Okay. Anyway.
Wait a minute. Unpack that. Mo and Coach Andy just laughing,
Don't
sneaky
make me
laughing. What? Wait a minute now. Unpack that. All puns intended.
Keep your money and your penis in your pants. Why? Because
Your eggplant.
keep it in your pants because that alters your feelings. So on my platform, I talk about the 7 types of love. Eros love is a sexual love in which you're intimate and you feel like it's pragma love. Pragma love is the type of love that Sneaky is experiencing, where it's a long term, it's longevity, it's to death do us part. It's you're not going nowhere. When you're leaving, I'm going with you, right? So a lot of times men get confused. Men get confused Eros love with pragma love. So Eros love is the intimacy in which is so good that you feel like you're in love. So have you ever had that experience when you oh I love you and then it's over and you like girl bye I don't love you. That's that moment. That's that
In the moment.
So pragma love is more long term. That's where you get forgiveness. That's where you get understanding, commitment, all that good stuff, right? So yeah, just keep your penis because you don't want no altered thoughts. You don't want to fall for a woman just because you had a great experience. If you're really truly looking for a wife, put your thing up, save it for later, and focus on what's happening in front of you. It's not rocket science.
And women need to do the same.
Y'all,
Women need to
hold
put
on.
their
Mo, you gotta
in a
get
pocket.
everybody to get some more likes in here, Mo. Get on to everybody to get some more likes in here, Mo.
Thank you, Mo.
Right, 125 people. We're only at 5.1K likes. We need to be at 10K right away. You've been sitting here enjoying the conversation and listening, but you ain't been tapping. So what is you doing? Clearly, you are enjoying the content. Okay, tap, 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 tap.
Y'all know what y'all be saying? Y'all trying to tap something tonight? You need to tap that screen. Tap that screen.
Okay, Jane, I got a couple of follow-up questions for you.
Me too.
To you. So how important then, are you the kind of woman that you don't put a lot of stock in sex or intimacy, one, Number two, what are you looking for? If you can be transparent, what is a Jane McMillan looking for?
If you come with me with any form of below the belt, you're gonna scare me away.
Okay.
And if I just so happen to slip up and fall on it, I ain't never calling you back. That was just that one time, and I lost all respect for you. It ain't we good. So that's number one.
I'm right there.
That's
If you
number
slip
one.
up and fall, okay.
That's
If you slip up and fall, love you, Kay.
If I just so happen to slip up on it, right? So you will be friend zone, and it's not even friend zone because friends. I would call you, but you ain't even getting no call. Anyway,
Oh wow.
Yep.
that's just what it is.
I tell you, it's really simple the way she's explaining it. She wants to
Yeah.
know if she likes you and do y'all like each other. Before anything else happens, do I like you or not? That's simple. I like that.
Wow.
And I don't want to be and I don't want to be distracted
Yeah,
by some good
Period.
deed.
Period. And
I
That
then
like
doesn't mean I
that.
don't need it. It just means I don't want to be distracted by it.
Thank you for
I
that.
like that. That's simple. Face forward. Do I like you before we do anything extra? I got to learn that first.
Hey,
I like that.
Jen. That's good. So
I-
Jane, real quickly before we let you go, I think
No,
Coach
I
Angel
got-
got a question too. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Coach Angel. Then I'm gonna ask my last question.
So I'm also single, and I have been in the past on the dating apps. Do you ever get tired of it and just shut it down for a while and then pick it up later?
hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Girl.
So
Every other
I've
day,
done
I'm
that too.
deleting it, but I'll go back again and I'll put it back on my phone. I will.
So I take extended months of time, just like the buffoonery is ridiculous.
Hey, Sneak, I'm glad we ain't out here, Sneak. Sneak, I'm glad we ain't out here.
I wouldn't know what to do,
We ain't
man.
out here.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's awful. It's like I was convinced there for a while that there was doo doo floating around in the kiddie pool of dating. It was tough. It was really tough, and so I got exhausted with the coming at me highly aggressively in a sexual way all the time, and I'm just like, stop. There's nothing in my profile that even indicates that. Matter of fact, even at the bottom of my profile, it's like I'm not looking for a hookup. I'm not the fine print down there at the bottom. As a matter of fact, I think I bolded mine, but it clearly says I'm not. Yeah, and you still coming at me like this? Yeah, there's another app for that, not this one, not the one that you pay for. That is a high quality one.
So this is the thing with that, okay? First of all, I get bored. So that going back to this I need, right? And I know a lot of women would disagree, and that's okay. But going back to my needs, right? I need that human interaction. I was raised by my dad, so I am programmed to I need a man around me all the time. Not really literally all the time, but I prefer it, right? So the thing about that, sis, is you got to be careful because what I use the dating app for is to just keep me in the loop of being personable. Because a lot of times and I'm not saying you have to rely on dating apps. You can balance it out. So if you're not on dating apps, then I suggest you when you're out of the supermarket, you just compliment a man, or you say good morning, or you say hi, or you give a smile, or you let a man butt in line in front of you, or something. Do something as a single woman that keeps you in the loop of being around a man. Because another thing, go ahead.
There was a man, I just did this the other day in Home Depot. I was going in to get some stuff, and this man was beautiful and in front of me. And when he was walking, I could keep smelling his cologne, and I was just like, Lord have mercy. So I had to tell him, I said, excuse me, sir. I said, I just have to tell you, you smell amazing.
Yes.
Coach Angel, did you say amazing?
I did.
Literally
Just
in the
like
words,
that.
girl. I literally have a recording. I have a video on my thing where I literally told a man. So yeah. But see me, I go all out. I'll be like, dang, you fine, sir. What is that you got on? That boy, you know, that's how I talk. I'll be like, boy, now you know what you doing with that cologne on. Now you know.
Hey, Jane, you are a trip, Jane. Go ahead, Sneak.
I was just, what I was going to say, one, I've never been on an app, and I don't think I would. because when people say to your face, they're going to say 10 times worth on the app. Just being on social media, just being on TikTok and Facebook and anywhere else, people say a lot of crap on social media that they will not say to your face. Okay, and once again, I've never been on a dating app, and I haven't dated in years. But my skepticism tells me that if people lie to your face, ain't no telling what you're gonna get on the app. So that's why I'd be skeptical. And I appreciate the way you're saying it. I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Jane.
Jane. Okay, I appreciate it, Jane. Your honesty and being face forward with the way you do things, which is cool. I got no problems with it. But my concern would be, yes, people lie to your face, but people are a lot worse on social media. You really have to filter through some folks, I would think.
You really
absolutely.
do. You really do. It's definitely hard.
It gets exhausting.
It is. I got a couple of success stories in my circle of people that I deal with, and I've married. A couple of success stories, but it's lastly, Jane, before you get out of here,
I'm not
what do
going
you
nowhere. Why you keep rushing me off?
Excuse me. What are you looking
I got a
for,
whole
Jane?
hour. I ain't got to be to work at 10:45. I got literally 2 hours. I'm still
I love her. I love. Y'all put your hands together for Jane.
I got my shirt made today, y'all. I got my shirt made today. I got one of them shirts made today.
Oh, nice.
I went.
That's a conversation piece in public.
Right. I went into the mall twice, y'all. I went in the mall, walked around, I left, and I went back. I said, somebody gonna see this shirt today, y'all. I've been walking around. I was everywhere today. And tomorrow, guess what? I'm gonna do it all again. We'll do it all again.
She is hype, y'all. She is hype. So Jane, what's the best experience that you had so far with the movement that you're on? Men are not the enemy, because it started here on TikTok. I remember when you first got started. It was like you said, it was last summer. We were trying to do an event together, and hopefully this year is going to be a success. I got to be with my godbabies, my grandbabies, that particular weekend. But I wish you success. But what's one of your best experiences so far?
I thought you was going to say my dating experience, because I got a really good dating experience. But my men are not dating.
Tell us.
Okay, bet. So there was a guy I met on the dating app, right? Because y'all know I love those. So he had a whole itinerary. When I tell you, it looked like an actual menu. So we met on the dating app. He picked me up. He picked me up in his car, which I haven't had that since like 1571. Like, wow. I ain't a man like pick me up. You know what I'm saying? So he offered to pick me up, and at first I was, I never was skeptical. I never was, because I just follow my spirit. So I didn't feel like he was any harm or nothing like that. Now, before y'all even talk in the comments, y'all might not be a risk taker. I am, so you don't have to say what could have happened. I don't really care. It didn't happen. Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah. We can move on, okay? So anyway, I see you up there, sneaky. Don't even go there. I'm good. So then, okay. So he had 1, 2, 3, and 4. He sent it to me on the message, and he was like, number 1, he asked me all the things that I like to do. He asked me what type of, this is before anything, and he told me the name 3 of my favorite artists, like singers or song artists, whatever.
Okay. This
man sent me an itinerary of our day, how it was going to go the whole day Saturday. Number 1 was we're going skating. Number 2, I forgive me if it's not in the same order because I forgot, but it's number 1 skating. Right. Number 1 skating. Number 2, horseback riding. Number 3, get something to eat. And then number 4, we're going to go people see. Go watch some people. We did all 4. He didn't leave out nothing. Everything was the bomb, dog. In this book. It was the bomb. It was the bomb. Especially the horseback riding. If y'all never been horseback riding, you gotta go. This one in Atlanta was black owned, which that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying it is black owned. Black owned. Okay. And these people got, when I say acres, and they own like 12 horses. And so it was big, y'all. The trail was huge. And my horse was Peace, and his horse was Freedom. But anyway, long
Okay.
story short, what'd you say? You said something?
I know. Go ahead. Go ahead. You fine.
Oh, okay. But it's a catch-21. Catch-22.
Uh-oh.
So after the date, everything went wonderful. We went people sight and all that stuff. He dropped me off home, and then he didn't really call me because the next day was Father's Day. So I was doing something. I was doing the roses for men because I had raised money. I had raised like $100 some. Went to go get roses, passed out roses for Father's Day or whatever. And then that day, I had a leak in my I had my truck. Something wrong with my truck. So I texted him. I texted him. I said, now, if he offers to help me, then he's cool. If he don't, he getting blocked. So I reached out and I'm like, hey, I'm stuck. Is there any, like, where you at? And he was saying something like he was out with his mom or something like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give him another chance, but really you in the hot seat already, but I'm gonna give you you with your mama, that's fine. Anyway, later on that day, I felt like he wasn't really interacting with me. Like, you just took me whole horseback riding. Oh, I forgot to tell you that the reason why he asked me about the artist, y'all, he had me a whole playlist when I got in the car. When I got in his car, he had 2 bottles of alkaline water, one for him, one for me. They were still cool. Perfectly temperature water. He had my favorite snack, which was Slim Jims. He had me a Slim Jim and my Reese's Pieces. So I'm sitting there snacking while he's driving. It was lovely. It was like a dinner and a drive. Like, hello. So all that went good.
James cracking me up. James cracking me up.
Listen, y'all. All that went good, only for him not to follow up the next day. So I was feeling some type of feeling. So I said, "Did you?" I texted him. I said, "Right." I said, "Did you friend zone me?" I asked him just like that. "Did you friend zone me? I feel like you friend zoned me." And he's like, "Well, you had the car problems. I was with my mom and such and such. So yeah, I guess you could say I did because we both had something going on." And I was like, "Say less, block." And that was it. I never saw him again.
That was it?
That was it. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. But that was the best date I had in my life. So now you know when women say you set the bar. So now I'm gonna be looking for a jet. Like you gotta order a jet. You gotta order a jet.
She said, "Bump a horse."
Bump a horse. Bump a horse.
Y'all gotta understand I'm playing, Franklin. Pump your brakes, Franklin. I'm playing. But,
Okay.
yeah, that was the best experience. But
That
as
was a
far
great
as-
date.
Go ahead, y'all. Sorry.
Right?
Now-
that
now-
was a great
No,
date.
I was complimenting. That was a great date. I mean, that dude planned that out.
Phenomenal.
That now to Sneaky's point, and I'm sure Angel can attest to this as well. Now we talked about the best. What has been one of your least favorite experiences? Do you have any horror stories?
I got one.
Go ahead first. Go ahead.
Go
I'll go
ahead,
second.
Coach Angel. Go ahead, Angel.
I got stood up after we were supposed to go and do our thing. We talked about it all week long. Can't wait to see. We've gone. This would be date number 4, by the way. 4. But all of them were like your number 1 with dude, except for this one. And then he said he was on his way, and I'm like, okay. And he lived about an hour and 15 minutes away. And I look at the clock and I'm like, wait a minute, it's been 2.5 hours. Like, wait a minute. Like, you good? Are you okay? Where are you at? I'm calling, I'm texting. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm on my way. I had a flat tire. Like, it was one excuse after another. Okay,
Right.
5.5 hours later, all of a sudden he goes dark. And I don't hear from him. And then he goes dark for 3 months. I didn't block him because I'm like, the trash took itself out. So, okay, we're going to leave it out there, right? And then resurfaces. And I'm just like, why?
Like nothing happened,
What
right? Like
happened?
nothing happened.
And then, and chased me for a year.
Oh,
It chased me for a year.
What you say, Mo? Yeah, I'm through.
And turned around and done the whole
I'm
thing
not
again.
listening to him.
That's why I said chase me for a year. I was like, nope. Yep. That's too silly. Go away, Ghost Rider.
Come on, Mo. Mo ready to chime in. Come on, Mo.
rock, paper. I'm gonna win this one. Okay. So I'll do you split up and I'll top you. So this particular guy, his sister called me and said that he wanted to do this super romantic thing, for this night. So, be ready at this time when my husband ready, da da da. So I did all of that. On that night, like she kept saying, oh, he did this, he'll get a little late. And she's like, oh, he's almost there, this, that. Nothing. There was no hint. There was no plan. There was absolutely nothing. She set a whole thing up to get me to end up fighting him because she wanted me back with his ex. Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha. You
Gotcha.
win. You win.
Rock, paper, die. Yes, I witnessed at every single dinner party. Nobody. And you can go any category. So since she wanted to do blind date, that's what I went with. But go ahead.
That what say Guam, just Guam.
Yeah.
Guam.
So Jane,
That's why you talk about that whole keep dating. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's why I went on mute. I was with Beyonce, and football.
loving those nails, Mo. Loving those nails, Mo. Mo, show your nails to the audience again.
Really?
Well, good evening again, everybody. Listen, we talking about qualifications. We segue into our special guest tonight. She is a celebrity in the streets of Atlanta, Georgia. She has a movement going. Show your shirt, Jane, if you can turn the light on your shirt. Men are not the enemy. She's one of our fans, fellas. Y'all fine. Y'all listen. Jane is who you want to know. She's got an event coming up September the 28th, and it's going to be FIYAH. What's up, Fred? Hey, Keith, how you doing? That's one of my fraternity brothers. We need 10,000 hearts, y'all. I want 20. Can we get to 20? We got to talk a little while longer because Jane doesn't have to go to work to 10:45. She did not work overtime tonight to be with us tonight, so we appreciate Jane. Jane, again, what are you looking for? This is one of my last questions for you. What are you looking for? What's your goal of the movement, Men Are Not the Enemy?
Well, the overall goal is to help encourage men, because I'm not trying to tell them what to do. I'm trying to encourage men to fill the shoes that God originally ordained them to fill. That's just point blank period, which is the head. 1 Corinthians 11:3, and I stand on that until I ain't got no more breath in me. It says the head of every woman is man. It works that way. I put it to the challenge. And when a man is aligned where he's supposed to be, it just makes sense. It's easy. It makes sense. So that's the whole goal, is to see more marriages restored, to see love back alive again, to see children growing up in love, and fathers hugging on them, and mothers, and forgiveness. And I am so for forgiveness. I'm for second chances, third chances, fourth chances. I'm for all of that. That is what I want to see, because like I said, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it.
We appreciate you so much. Tell everybody, how can they get information on your event that's coming up? How can they register for the event?
So the event is right on my link in the bio. Or it's not that hard. It's not that easy to find it on Eventbrite, because I live in Atlanta. There's so many events. But you can either find it on my Eventbrite on TikTok, or you can go to Instagram and type in Men Are Not the Enemy. Either or, you guys. And that link is in my Instagram link as well. So yeah, that's how you can do that.
Well, thank you so much, and we love you so much, and I'm looking forward. I'll talk to you offline to help you set that up so you can find it very easily. I'll talk to you offline about that, okay?
Okay. I'm going to go on mute because I'm going to listen to what y'all got to say.
Okay, love you.
Love you more.
Hey, she is.
Man, but look, look, she's great. She's freaking great. I like her energy.
She got that tall. She got that tall.
Look, I love her energy. I love how she is behind what she's trying to do. I just like her energy. And look, and she cracks me up. I love that.
Yeah, I'm very proud of her. We met here on TikTok, and she's a pistol for real, for real. Y'all, let's swear real quick in about the next 15-20 minutes. Talk about this and the way that Vice President Kamala Harris has to carry herself, and all of the attacks that's coming against her, and the other side of the aisle, the Republican Party, and the leader of the Republican Party, he has been heard calling her the B word in private, if not in a rally. I'm just very proud of the way that she's carrying herself, carrying her campaign. But guys, in our personal lives, and Mo and Angel, y'all can talk to this, because Sneaky and I, the people are not catcalling us. They are not calling us out of our name. Well, I can speak about me. But what do y'all do when people come at y'all sideways, and especially in the corporate world, when they call you the B word, they call you the witch, they call you got that mean resting B face. Oh, you ain't nothing but a B. You are hard. You acting like a man. How do y'all handle that?
I was just on restriction. My agency had to handle my appeal on this app because some dude called me an N-word B and told me I needed to be and all the rest of that. And yeah, so I'm like,
Wow.
that was last week. Like, what is you talking about? Again, like I told you, it's muscle memory. For me, it's muscle memory. So to hear, so now to hear it, in these, I'm like, that was every day along the way. It is the language
Wow.
of men in power. Literally. If you've never heard it, you haven't gone high enough.
Come on, Mo. I'm proud of you, Mo. Angel, what do you do, Angel?
So in a professional setting, it's facts. Take the emotion out of it. Present the facts. This is what it is. Do with it what you will. And I'm going to back my position up and my comments up with facts and details. In my personal life, I'm just going to keep shining. I'm just going to keep smiling because I know that it irritates that spirit in you, that evil spirit you got in you, that demon inside, that demon energy. I know that it bothers you to see me shining and continuing to glow up, right? And to keep doing great things. So shine bright like a diamond.
And
I'll
this
tell you.
particular campaign, go ahead, Sneak.
No, just quick story time. When I was working at the embassy in Iraq, you got the people you work with, and then you got the people that despise you because you do rise up. Because I was getting promoted really fast, right?
Right.
And I had another friend of mine, Army Ranger, retired Sergeant Major, and I walked him like, "How you doing? Good morning," smiling, blah blah blah, to people I like and don't like, because it's all about business to me. And he made a point. He's like, "You see that guy over there smiling? He's probably plotting your death." He said, "Don't let." He knew my name. He said, "Don't let him fool you." He's like, he'll look you in the face. He's probably plotting your death. I say, "Hey, man, you have a good day." He's like, he's doing it right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
We have to be being who we are, and y'all know what I mean when I said that, being who we are. We have to be twice as good. We have to know twice as much. We have to do more and go above and beyond, know the rules backwards and forward, just to get half of the recognition. And I am proud to be voting for our first woman president. And she's Jamaican, Indian, all them, whatever you want to say. And it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh, when people try to challenge her ethnicity. I said, "What, you work for Ancestry.com now?"
But here's the
So
thing,
if she isn't black, I said it the other day, and I'm gonna let y'all talk. If she isn't black, are you gonna treat her any better?
Nope. And here's the thing. So they're attacking her for being cackling Kamala, right? They're getting her for her joy. But do you see how she's handling that? She just keeps right on smiling. She just keeps right on smiling. You cannot Never let them see you sweat. Number
Never,
one. And just
never.
keep smiling, and you can see how much it irritates his spirit
That's
because
right.
she just keep on smiling,
Hey,
shine
hey,
bright like a
Angel,
diamond.
hey, Angel and Sneaky. I like what Mo said 2 weeks ago. She wants to be angry Kamala.
I'll tell you what gets me is all this nonsense about her being Indian
Nah,
and Jamaican, blah blah blah, and then the whole black thing. I was like, first of all, you're confusing nationality with skin color. Okay, you can be from Jamaica, but if you're an American, if you're in America, you're black. You can be from India, but when you're in America, skin color, you're black. She can
come
be
on.
all three.
Right?
She can be Indian, she can be Jamaican, and she can be black. Welcome to America.
Hello,
I'm
hello.
already, I'm already giving you my foolproof verification system for this, and it bugs us all, But AKA at Howard in the 80s, as a Sigma Gamma Rho of 96, I could have never. Ugh. And I'm full blood, light skin. Yeah, no.
She said full blooded light skin.
Full blooded light skin. I love y'all. I love y'all. Full blooded light skin. Full blooded.
Okay, so yeah, no, I'm like, oh, okay, D9 Sarah, go girl, yes.
What's
No,
up?
and did you see that AKA has filed to be a PAC?
What?
That is
What?
unprecedented. I haven't dropped the video yet. That is unprecedented. They have filed to be a PAC.
How about
Wow.
that? How about that? That is all. Okay,
But
guys.
that'll
Sneak,
be
I'll
a
start
first,
with
won't it?
you.
Won't that be a first?
It'll be a first.
Yes.
That'll be a first. Sneak,
Yes.
we'll start with you. What do you feel is 84 days out? How do you feel like she's doing so far? Her and Governor Tim Walz. What do you think?
The Harris Walls campaign is doing so good that the GOP is imploding. All right. The GOP doesn't really know how to react, but MAGA is imploding. They don't know how to respond. Nothing's going to stick. And it seems like everything that Orange Julius does is kicking them in the butt. All right. He did that freaking thing from Mar-a-Lago and he sounded like a ranting old freaking knucklehead. He did that thing with
Interview with
Elon Musk
Musk.
yesterday and he was slurring and all that crap without freaking it sounded like he ain't had no teeth in his mouth. Sucker and succotash. He sounded like freaking Sylvester. And everything's imploding. He can only campaign in certain places because he didn't pay the bills from the last time. That's how come he didn't land where he wanted to land. I don't know why he rented Epstein's plane. No one's talking about that one. But anyway, there's certain places in the valuable states. What's the word I'm looking for? The swing states.
Swing states.
He went to the swing states the last time he campaigned and he stiffed them. Now he can't go back to those same swing states because he didn't pay the bills and they don't want him there. That's why he's not having rallies there. The reason he went to Mar-a-Lago and had that press conference because he was jealous he wasn't getting any freaking airplay. Okay? Let me break this down real quick. After you have the RNC or the DNC, you normally get a swing for the next week. So you get 7 days of coverage, 5 to 7 days of coverage for your conference, your committee, the RNC, and then that next week you still get follow-on coverage. Right after the RNC, Joe Biden stepped down. Boom, everything was on Harris.
Yeah.
Stole that week from him. From there, it's all been Harris, right? And then they brought in Walz. Then it was Harris, Walz. Oh, I got to do a press conference because no one was talking about Trump. He got butthurt. Okay. And then it went back to Harris because he acted on top of acting stupid at the
Black journalists.
black journalist thing, trying to tell black women that a black woman ain't black. That was stupid. Okay. And then
She just became black.
and then the thing we just talked about with his thing from Mar-a-Lago, and then this travesty that happened with Elon Musk. That thing went bad. What's happening on Monday? The DNC starts. So now you have another week that's going to be all Democratic. And you know the Obamas are going to be there. The Clintons are going to be there. And
I've
if
already seen
Beyonce
the
shows up,
lineup.
I'm going to
Yeah.
fall over. Okay. So all week it's going to be Democratic. They're going to get that next week. That's going to be good press. All right. They're going to get that bump. And then what happens in September? Trump gets sentenced. Now you got bad press again. The man can't handle it. I wouldn't be surprised if something dramatically stupid doesn't happen right after the DNC. I'm just going to wait and see what happens.
I'm telling. I wouldn't. I think Grill is saying it, and Pete
Pete
might
saying,
either
yeah.
drop out. Yeah, Pete's saying that he may either drop out or change his vice president, which again would be unprecedented.
He's not going to drop out because he's going to go to prison. He's trying to be the president so he doesn't go to jail. The only way he will drop out, and he's a very transactional and transparent man, the only way he will drop out is whoever takes his place, if they can even do that legally, because the RNC already happened, which is going to be challenged legally. But someone's going to have to be in that place that's going to guarantee him a pardon. That's the only way he'll drop out, because he don't want his Orange Julius ass to go to prison, because they gonna squeeze that juice.
But aren't his charges state level?
Yes.
But he can't
Here,
be
look,
federal.
you're not going to the cushy federal prison. You're going to state.
Right, but he can't be federally pardoned for state charges. So even if somebody, if he
This is true. This is true. This is true.
That's a good point.
Valid point.
We
Yep.
have to bribe the governor.
Valid point. Absolutely right.
That's very good, y'all. That's very good. I'm just excited. Okay, Coach Mo, give us your final thoughts. Sneaky, give us your final thoughts. Then Coach Angel.
Oh,
You want me to go first?
yeah,
No,
who's
go, Mo, go first. Come on,
All
Coach
right.
Mo.
Oh shit. I'm at a loss. Oh.
Can we just talk about the look on your face during the first part of that? When she was
Being
like
about
this,
the enemy, Mo was like, really, y'all.
she's sliding out the screen.
Listen,
Mo
Yeah.
was like,
listen, we gonna talk in the chat. Hey, so about the election, make absolutely sure you are checking and rechecking your voter registration here in Texas. We just had a 2.1 million kick off of the registration because Abbott and Costello, i.e. Paxton, are at their shits again. So check and double check and recheck. Also keep in mind they still have the referendum up in the air. They're trying to consolidate early voting to just your polling station instead of all counties. So keep an eye out for that. They're still trying to cram that in. So FYI for that. Stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize and don't take your foot off the gas, baby, until after we are done and all the shit is counted and everything is done and sworn in. Yeah, certified. Do or die. Okay? Literally.
hey, man, thank you, Mo. Come on, Sneak.
I want to address his comment. He says he won't go to jail due to him being a formal president and then greasing palms, blah, blah, blah. Well, we never had a black president until we had one. We never had gonna have a black female president until we have one. It's never happened before. So sending the Orange Julius to jail, it won't happen until we have one. Right now, he's a useful idiot. I've been saying this for a long time. There's a lot of people backing him because they're relying on him to keep their asses out of jail. There's a lot of Congress people and representatives that were all part of that J6 thing, okay? And they're relying on him being in charge, being the president, and Project 2025 taking over the DOJ to save their asses. If he loses this election, I'm sorry, when he loses this election, loyalty's going to drop the fuck off. I ain't saying Orange Julius might freaking go to jail forever. I don't know what would happen, but Orange Julius is gonna get his. This is a word I always want to use. He gonna get his comeuppance, and some of them uppins might be up in his. Yeah. Anyway, make sure.
I don't care if they walk him in, fingerprint him, take his mug shot, change his clothes, get him an orange jumpsuit, put it back in a blue suit, and walk him out. It is on record that he is a convicted felon. It is on record that he's been impeached twice. It's documented who and what he is. So,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
you
Now,
know,
do I think he's going to jail when he gets sentenced in September? No, I do not. Now, it would crack me up if the judge, I can't think of his name right now, because of his contempt of court, give him a weekend. That would tickle me pink. I'd laugh my ass off. You had to spend a weekend in jail.
In
But
general population.
absolutely.
Gene,
But
Gene, I pointed
after
out.
this election, once Kamala Harris wins, everyone that's been backing him is going to be like, we didn't like him in the first place. We knew he's going to lose. He's going to lose that support. Any palms that have been greased know that he can't do shit. Can't do shit to them from jail. Trust me, it's going to drop off.
And
Anywho,
it's already happening. Look how the one of the mayors in Arizona has endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris. It's already happening. Maybe not at a fast click, but people are already jumping off that bandwagon.
yep. It's always he has something on some of those Republicans. Yeah, they'll be going to jail with him. They can talk about it. Anyway,
They can have
I
a
love you
conference.
guys.
Hey, hug your daughters for us, man. Hug your daughters in short round for us.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just did a video. Angel saw it. Short
Oh
round.
my
I was
gosh.
going, grrr, and he go blah blah
He
blah.
like
Blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely. But I love you guys. I look forward to Tuesdays now. You throw my schedule off a little bit, but I'll get with the program. I look forward to Tuesdays, and I see y'all when I see y'all.
Love you,
man.
Sneaky.
Take care.
Come on, Coach Angel.
You know, vote like your life depends on it. Check your voter registration. I don't care if you checked it last week, check it this week. If you check it in minimum once a week, then you know you're not going to fall off somebody's voter rolls and not be registered anymore or what have you. So double check all of that stuff. Many games are to be played. We already know that because of the caliber of that MAGA group. So just make sure you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's. And as far as the dating world, again, I stand by. It is a kiddie pool with nasty caca floating in it. I'm just telling you some of the
She had me rolling. She had me
Oh.
rolling.
I was like, I feel seen. I feel seen.
You got right.
You and I have all the conversations, so you're like, oh, Angel said that. But yeah, so make sure your voter registration's up. Vote like your life depends on it. I love all of y'all, and keep doing great things and shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like that. I'll talk to you later, Coach.
Love you. Bye.
Guys, we talked about a lot of stuff tonight. First of all, like the panel said, my crew said, the Blue Table Talk. Number one, check your voter registration. We sing a song in the Baptist church. I pray we all be ready. I pray we all be ready when he returns, when you stand before the Lord one day. You don't want any complications at that moment. You don't want any complications when you go to vote and there's anything wrong with you checking in. They say, let me see your ID. Well, you're not on this piece of paper. It'll be too late then. 84 days left. Don't argue with anyone. They are not changing their mind. There are a lot of things people change their mind on. There are several things people don't change their mind on. They're pretty, if you're religious, you're religious, you're religious. If you're not, you're not. You love your football team. You love your college football team. I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. As frustrated as I am with them, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I'm a diehard Alabama fan, even though we got a new coach this year. Don't know how we're going to do. I love Coca-Cola. My person, Jay, gets on to me. I love Coca-Cola. I am not a Pepsi. My baby loves Pepsi. I love Coca-Cola. If you're Democrat, you're Democrat. If you're Republican, you're Republican. If you're conservative, but this Republican Party, the Republicans will tell you this is not the party that we grew up on. This is about a man. And a lot of people are jumping off their ship and said they vow to support the Democratic Party, not because they so much in love with Vice President Kamala Harris. They are just fed up with Donald Trump. He played his hand. He did this song and dance. I'm gonna drain the swamp. Or he's got this band of people that they feel like they are singing now and they're beating their drums, but he's not saying anything new. He's singing the same song and dance, and people are pretty much fed up with him. He doesn't have a new message. He's about hate and dissension. People kind of fed up with it. Okay, we've seen it, done it. Okay, you had your shot. We allowed you to be president for a season. You had your shot and didn't do anything with it. He played golf more than he was president. You check the record. Check the records. Yeah, that's right. Don't fuss with anybody. Just nod your head. And just because you listen to somebody doesn't mean you agree with them. I know it, but man, when the disrespect, I be getting in my feels. But I just okay. That's first. Number two, if you're single and looking and you're ready to mingle, one thing that we didn't talk about with Jane, one thing I love about her, she's intentional. If I can wrap up everything we've talked about, be intentional with everything you do in your life. If you want to ramp your life up, if you want to accelerate growth in your life, be intentional. This is Intentional Tuesday. I'm kind of glad we moved it to Tuesday. I like Tuesday. And if you don't hear us say anything else, and I thank you, Lord, be intentional. Be intentional with your vote. I talked to some friends last week. Well, I'm not going to vote. I'm not going to vote. I said, come on, please. Because a not vote is a vote for the other side, the GOP. We have to vote. She's not perfect. She's got a heck of a resume, but she's not perfect. We don't expect anybody in that White House to be perfect. But I love the word that she used. She said, we want fairness. Just be fair. That's what Dr. King preached. Just be fair. We don't expect you to treat me like you may treat somebody else. But you can be fair. Just be fair with me. We understand fairness. If you're fair with us, we understand fairness. Partiality, we don't understand as much. But if you're fair, I can understand fair. If you pull that man over, he was driving 60, I'm driving 61, you pull me over, okay. But he driving 90, I'm driving 61 in a 55, you pull me over and let him go. Be intentional. And care about the people that's in your life. Tell people, we talked about respect and love and appreciation and all that stuff in relationship. Just treat folks like you want to be treated. And I got a platinum rule. Do unto others as they would do unto themselves. If you want strawberry ice cream, don't let somebody bring you chocolate. And if you care about somebody and they love strawberry ice cream, don't bring them butter pecan. Go get them strawberry. Well, I went to the 7-Eleven or the Wawa or the Sheetz. They didn't have it. But there's another store down the street. There's a Dollar General. Go out of the way. But anyway, we'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you, Jane, for being here. Thank you, Pamela, for being here. Bougie, she has some issues with TikTok. Coach India has something else to do tonight. But listen, we're here every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. And we appreciate you. And remember, if you stay high on life, life's going to stay high on you.